Hey y'all, welcome back. Good to see you. It's been a literal month, but I know I have a lot of explaining to do. But just know that it was for a good reason, and I'm back now. And today I'll be doing a smoky eye tutorial, and this is step by step, super easy, beginner friendly for anyone who is just getting into makeup. I don't know why, but I feel like I say this in all of my videos, but a lot of the makeup videos that I do or the tutorials that I show, they're never really just advanced. They always look super intricate and like, oh my gosh, all these layers and all da da da, but it's usually just a couple of shades, and yeah, just knowing what works for you. Today I skipped a lot, but I used my one size primer, and I'll do a whole separate review on that, but I'm not sure if I am the best fan of that. I will do a couple more, and I'm taking my foundation in my MAC foundation, Studio Fix Fluid SPS foundation in NW55, and I just recently bought this foundation, and it has been working wonders for my skin as far as the consistency and the shade. It looks super nice. A lot of people would say that they're not really a big fan of MAC Studio Fix because it's super oxidized, which it is. When I first bought this foundation and I applied it on my skin, I was low-key kind of scared. I was like, why is it so, like, it looks like my concealer color, but of course it's oxidized, and a lot of people aren't a fan of that, but I'm a fan of it. I believe Fenty Beauty's foundation, Pro Filter foundation, I believe, does the exact same thing, and I'm no stranger to oxidation, so I honestly, I kind of like that. This is moving so fast, but I used my, what is this? My Instant Age Rewind for my concealer, and usually it's like 2 shades lighter than you. That's what I like to do, but I wanted a bright under eye for this look. This is a classy look. Like, I don't bring this look out all the time. Like, this is something that, like, if I'm going out on a date night or going out a special event, I think the last time I did a smoky eye was for New Year's, and yeah, I don't pull her out too many times, and I never wear her with gloss. She always has a matte lip, but we're gonna get there. But I just feel like a smoky eye, that should be in everyone's little like pocket, like, you know, that is a game changer for me. I feel like I always look like a classy new woman whenever I wear a smoky eye, and I'm so happy to show you guys exactly how I did it. It's super easy, only took a couple of products, and to get the result. And my love, like, you're gonna be walking out that door, compliments like just flowing through you, okay? I used my Revolution concealer on my inner corner to brighten up the under eye, because the whole premise of my face, like, okay, so my whole theory is, right, and I'm sure I'm not the only person that thinks this, but if you have a bold eye look, I don't think you should pair a bold lip color with it. You know, there are different scenarios where it may work, and especially if you're going towards like an artistic approach, I will say, okay, like, yeah, that's totally fine, like, who cares, right? But if you're just wanting to impress, or just to look, I don't know, fit in a niche or a standard or whatever the case may be, and you're maybe, like, let's say you're wondering why your makeup doesn't look correct when oh, but I did a smoky eye and I added a red lip, one has to go, like, you know. So I will get into that more, but I do feel like with a bright under eye, that pairs so well with a dark eye, because it's kind of like the dark eye is bringing you down, but when you have that bright under eye, it almost looks like, I don't know, like runway type. Am I making sense? Like, are you following? I just feel like it just looks way more classier, and that goes to say, you know, with the lip combo, I'm gonna be doing a nude, because, like, no gloss, no extra, just a nude, because that's exactly how I like it. With my concealer, I'm making sure to blend it out really, really well. Guys, please take your time when you're blending out your concealer. Why are we in a rush? Like, what's the rush? Why are we trying to hurry up and get our makeup done? Let's take our time and blend it really, really well. Also, when you're blending, especially when you have two concealers, make sure you're blending out the darker concealer first, and then at the end, you'll go ahead and blend the light concealer. When you're dealing with like your eyelids and things like that, I guess that doesn't really account, or that doesn't really matter. Like, it's all getting blended, but especially like more specifically for your under eye, please, please, please. Next up, I'm taking the Laura Mercier powder. I brought her back out. I've been using what is it, the M.I.A colorless powder for a very long time, and I low-key neglected Miss Girl. Like, she was my go-to every 5 seconds. Every time I did my makeup, like, she was the first person I grabbed. But I think M.I.A stole the show, but M.I.A isn't here right now, so we're talking about Laura Mercier. Reusing this made me realize how much I love the translucent honey, especially on darker skins. I just think that it suits us so much better. And it reminded me how what is it, potent, or I don't know what the word is, but it's like the powder is so fine and so small that it gets in your pores and it'll hold it there, and it just gives you a seamless, like, smooth matte finish that I'm just now remembering that I really, really appreciated that Laura Mercier did. It is on the pricier side. I think I bought it for 35 bucks, but y'all, it was so worth it. Next up, I'm taking my Juvia's Place bronzing palette in deep dark, and I'm bronzing my face, contouring, bronzing, don't really know at this point, but I'm definitely sculpting my face. I decided to sculpt my face, basically I decided to do my base first and then get to my eyes. So you'll see in a little bit that I'm gonna do my brows, which I usually do last, but there's a reason why, and I'll get there. But for my bronzer, you know, I love to sculpt my face and to contour my nose. I love a good button nose. I'm one of them ones. Yeah. I'm definitely still contouring my nose. I know a lot of people are past that, but yeah. Next up, I'm taking my 99-cent pencil, dark brown pencil, and I'm lining my brows. I say this every time, and I will continue to say this. Everyone's brows is different. So what I do for my brows might not be the same for you, but I still will show a brow tutorial and how I do it. I've never waxed my brows, never done anything to my brows, never dyed it. It's just like virgin brows. So I work around it, and I try my best to keep it brushed up, and yeah, I really don't do much to it. I want to start getting like a gel, brow gel, to make sure my my hairs are staying in one place, but I'm not really in a rush to get into that right now, just because my brows usually stay in place, and I'm never really that upset at my brows. So yep. And if y'all know me, y'all know I don't really ever line my brows. We're getting started. I'm gonna take the James Charles Morphe palette, and that's gonna be the only palette I use, and I'm gonna use 4 brushes, and I'm gonna take that orange color and I'm gonna place it on my lids, so not where my crease is and not directly at the top, but I'm gonna use that orange to pat it down, going all the way from the right side to the left side. And guys, be messy with it, who cares? A lot of the orange is going to be hidden anyway, and we're kind of trying to make an ombre effect with that. So I'm going to take more of that dark brown color, and I'm going to place it at the bottom half of where I placed the orange, and that is to make that ombre effect. So with the smoky eye, you want to be careful to not just add so much black onto your eyes, because you don't want to give raccoon, you don't want to give black eye, you want to give sultry ombre, like, you know, almost like, it almost looks like you got your lashes done really, really well. That's what I was kind of going for. When you add when it's too dark, I promise you it's gonna make a difference, okay? So trust me on this, when I say use our dark brown on the outer lid, and it's also gonna be less harder to blend your makeup when you use our dark brown, because the black is just so pigmented and potent. Like, be careful with that color. So you're gonna see exactly where I place the black, because yeah, we are using black, but it won't be for the outer layers of our eyes. Like, no ma'am. So I'm taking that dark brown and I'm trying to create cohesiveness with the orange and the brown, making sure that everything is blended, but also at the same time, like, going back with that orange and making sure that the orange is still seen, because when you're blending that dark color too much, you don't want to hide the orange. You don't want to hide what we just did. You want it to be ombre. I know I keep saying ombre, but that's like really important into making this look complete. I'm not shying away from that color at all, and I'm not shying away from black, but I am going to take my black and I'm going to add it only on my lid, like basically near my lashes. That's the only place I'm adding black. And that gives me that sunset look where it transitions from, you know, dark to light. It's so pretty, and it's one of my favorite looks because it's so, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't see a lot of people doing it that often. And I've been knowing about a smoky eye since the beginning of makeup. That's been around for so long. But if you can master a smoky eye, really you can master any type of eyeshadow look, because it's all about using a couple of products that contrast each other to get, like, you know, get like a certain shape with your eye or a certain type of look with your eye, because you can replace a brown, or you can replace the black with like another color and the rules will still apply. Next up, I'm taking a yellow type of eyeshadow and I'm adding that on top of my brow, because y'all know I don't use liner, or I don't conceal my brows. I'm kind of over that, but since I didn't, I went ahead and added a yellow so it can give off the illusion of I guess like a bright under eye. Then next up, I'm taking like a shimmer silver, shimmer gold, and I'm adding that below my brows as well, just to heighten that and for the look to come together. I had to hold myself. I had to stop myself from adding glitter. I was gonna take my Fenty Diamond Bomb and add that to my lid, add that to the black to add like a glittery effect, which I've done that before, and oh my goodness, it takes my smoky eye to the next level. Like, I love it so much, but I decided not to add it to my lids this time because I wanted you guys to see the basics of smoky eye and just how simple it is and how you don't need 12 products to achieve it. And I mean, some may look at it and be like, yeah, we knew that, it just looks like it's black. But no, you need colors that gives it an ombre look, because without it you look like a raccoon. Like, no ma'am. Then I'm taking my Miss 3D lash and I'm adding that, and y'all know I never wear lashes nowadays. I've been kind of just giving that up and using my mascara, which I used mascara off camera before I added my lashes just for it to blend. And I don't know, y'all, this might be my resurgence. Like, I might have to start wearing lashes again. This just took my eyeshadow look from a 7 to a immediate 10. Like, once I put my lashes on, I was like, oh no baby, like I really snapped, and I was starting to feel myself so much. And of course, I had to add my mascara to my bottom lashes. And then, like, y'all, if you have any beauty mark, like, please accentuate that with, like, in your makeup. I always forget to do that, so this time around I did not forget. Next up, I'm taking my MAC blush in Love Rush and I'm adding that to my cheeks. And I mean, legend has it, like, no one can ever see my MAC blush, but trust me, it's there, it's subtle, it's beautiful, I love it. And you know, someone messaged me and said that there's a similar color. I think it was, I can't remember the color, but I'll add it in the description. So if anyone's interested, I believe Love Rush is discontinued, but there's another similar MAC blush to what I'm wearing right now, if you can see it. Like, I know people are probably gonna be like, well, but anyways, next up, I'm just lining my lips with MAC Chestnut. And You know, my favorite. Lately, I have been overlining my lips. I love the way that looks on me, and I will continue to line my lips until the end of time. I mean, before it used to be like, oh, sometimes I would line my lips, but it was one day I just like, I didn't accidentally line my lips, but I did this exact technique where I added the chestnut all over my lips, and then I added the dark brown just at the tip, and I actually ended up overlining it and never looked back. This will be my everyday. Like, I'm trying to find new lip combos because I know that a lot of the girls are tired of brown. So, you know, just keep me in the loop. I will definitely have something for you in the near future. Taking my time. Like I said, no gloss, baby. We're using only matte or soft mattes. I have a deep love and loyalty towards NYX soft matte lip cream. Will forever be using that. That's actually what I used for the center of my lips. I used what is this exact shade? I used Abu Dhabi right here, and it looks phenomenal. Next up, I'm gonna set my face, and that's the final results. Y'all, I ramble a lot, so I don't really ever know when I finish, but this is the final look. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in my next video. I love you. Bye bye.